Hey, it's a Catawolf, and I have been doing some testing through here. So what we've got, what we're looking at, this is where the iron golems and cats have been spawning. You may have seen in some of the other videos, I have got a repeating block here. So this one here takes out the golem after 10 game ticks, and this one here sets the block underneath where the golem spawned to be glowstone, and then wool for cats. So cat just met its end just then, as you'll see up the top. The reason why I'm even looking at this is because a lot of the documentation and the way people talk about golem farms and villages and all that, they talk about having it centered over a bed. Now, there's no beds anywhere near this. The beds, I think there's beds in the base, which I accidentally right-clicked with an axe. So there's beds here, and then there's a bed here, and workstations over here. There's a couple of things that count as workstations in there. We have this massive village which encompasses there, this area here, and then over here. So the thing is though, if I'm way over there, then this isn't in update distance. So if I go back, you'll see that the villages disappear. All of them, in fact, disappear. There we go. And yet, see, they're still in the same place that they were before. So we have more beds over here. The village extends to somewhere around, I think it's in line with these here. So it's a massive village from here. It's like 130 blocks. I covered it in a recent video. So there's no workstation. So there's workstations out here. There's no beds out here, I don't think. Nope. No beds, no workstations, nothing out here. There may be a composter somewhere around here. Not sure, I don't think so. No, there's no composters here. This is the center of the village, with it extending in both directions that way. So, I'm trying to get at is that you don't necessarily need to have a bed or a workstation be the center of the village. It's going to be the center of all the points of interest, or at least all the beds. So maybe I'll do some more testing to see whether removing the beds over there causes this area here to shift. I'll come back and verify that. So I have gone through, I removed any of the beds that were over here. So there was 2 beds in here and 1 bed in here. There's no other beds related to this village. However, there are still points of interest over there, and the village does extend over there. So, by points of interest, I'm talking specifically about the workstations that the villagers are connected to. And it doesn't appear, as you can see from here, so I put on an extra layer just so that I could keep the old stuff where it was, and I added on an extra layer here, and it doesn't appear to have changed where the spawns are happening. It's still in exactly the same position as before. The commands have been running as you can see. So one thing I just want to note, the reason why the spawn platform works where it is could well be because I've built some beds down here. So it's at a lower level. Maybe one of those is the master bed, but we can see from this that the village center isn't necessarily based on, at least in Bedrock, isn't based on where the actual points of interest. It's not centered on a particular point of interest. The bell is over here. You can just see it. So it's not based on the meeting point. So when these guys get together, they all meet in this sort of area here near the bell. So there's literally nothing. There's nothing in this area that would suggest that it is being designated the center. I think what's happening is that because the village got stretched out to there, see the other video for that, because the village got stretched out, it's literally picking the center point of the village. So if you have a larger village, or I don't know, you could use this. So if I wanted to do an iron farm, I could set it up here and have all my villages over there, maybe have some other villages over here, stretch out the village, and use this as a way of making it easy for myself, I guess, or something that fits in better with the build, that sort of thing. So I'm going to be considering how I use this. Maybe I won't need to or whatever, but yeah, just something to be aware of. Hope this has been useful and you found it informative, and I will see you in the next one.